JWW on the move. Good morning, everybody. Jim Williams here, coming to you from the beautiful paradise of Central Florida. JWW on the move. Today is Monday, the 20th of April, in the year of our Lord 2026. I'm parked on the side of the road. You can probably hear my four-way flashers blinking. That's what I do when I park on the side of the road when I've got to stop and talk to you. Today I'm introducing you to a video that is going to be a grab bag experience. It's going to be a hodgepodge of a variety of different clips from the past. And it's going to be one of those, you don't know what you're about to get until you actually get there. You know what I'm saying? So, come along and see what surprises lie ahead. There's going to be comments, answered questions, and some haze. Shouting out to folks. There's going to be some snippets from past clips of my truck driving days, and there might even be some edumacation. Actually, today has not been a very good day in some senses. I have a couple of days ago started developing a cold. You know how you get the tickly thingy in your throat, and then it goes up in your ears, and then gets into your nose, and you're blowing your nose all the time, and you're sneezing all the time. And so how do I say it? I'm not trying to catch a cold, but a cold is trying to catch me. So I woke up this morning. I really didn't feel all that great, but I knew that we were going to have a great time together. Also, I had a doctor's appointment this morning. This particular doctor is the vascular surgeon. Now, the vascular surgeon is into the mix of my medical stuff because the vascular surgeon is the one that puts in the permacath in my chest for dialysis. And he's also the one back in middle of February who did surgery on my arm to connect a vein and a artery. And they call that a fistula. Now, the fistula is part of my dialysis treatment as well. And I think maybe what I'll do is maybe do a detailed explanation of all that stuff in another video. So I went to him today. It's getting time to start using the fistula. And like I said, I'll explain some of that stuff in another video. Hey everybody, Jim Williams here. Beautiful Virginia fall afternoon. Gorgeous day. And I wanted to show you my nother truck. My nother truck. It's not my new truck. It's my nother truck. You'll remember that the truck I drove before vacation was white. Well, when you go on vacation and you're gone for 10 days, they issue that truck to somebody else and they give you another truck. So this is my nother truck. Remember the other one was white? This one is blue. Blue. And I'll be driving that one now for a while. But today is a special day. I'm going to invite you inside the truck and show you around. Come on, let's go. We'll start here in the front and work our way back to the back. We have the dashboard here where we have our speedometer, odometer. Actually, the odometer is displayed up in that little square up there, rectangle up there. We have our RPM registry there, as well as our oil, our water, the air tanks, and our fuel tanks. Over here are a bunch of items that you may or may not recognize. This is a radio CD player. You probably recognize that. And these are the brake buttons. This is the parking brake for the tractor. And this is the air supply and brakes for the trailer. And there's a bunch of other knobs and things down here. All of these different things. I know what all those are for. trust me, I know what they're all for. And this is the Qualcomm unit, and that's the computer system for the truck, and it does multiple jobs, and maybe we can demonstrate one or two of those items at some point in the future. I have a refrigerator on my truck. I bring food on the truck, both refrigerated items and non-refrigerated items. I keep a container in the floor for needed items from time to time, and I have some trip material on top of the refrigerator. There's my baseball cap. In case I get rained on, I wear that outside a lot. And I've got my iPhone plugged in, juicing up the power. Okay, let's go back in the back and take a look at the rest of the truck. Now I'm sitting on the edge of my sleeper bunk, and just to give you a sense of the depth perception, I'm stretching out my left arm, and you can see I'm not even touching the back of the seat there. Okay, right arm over here, same thing, not touching the seat, just sitting here on the edge of the seat. A lot of room back here. I use a couple of towels to spread up here and down here when I go to bed at night. I use those like floor mats. Okay, just towels for floor mats. On this side of the truck, you'll notice we got a couple of shelves, and we have a compartment up there. I have my shirts hanging up there, and I got some stuff here. I got some towels here, and some personal stuff in here. A lot of room. That's what I like about this particular truck. The other truck that I had, the white one, did not have this much storage space. I like this truck for that reason. And it's also a good running truck. There's also a compartment here for stuff that I don't have anything in there. That's how much room I have. Now on this side, on the passenger side, again we have a compartment up there. Got a lot of reading material in that compartment up there. Personal items in the tray. Storage place for trash bags like Walmart bags and truck stop bags that you get and so forth. And down here we have the pantry for the non-perishable stuffs. Alright, now let's take a look at the comfortable bed. Now I know it looks sort of congested. But that's where I have to put some stuff while I'm driving the truck. Now when I stop and I get ready to go to bed, this is my curtain that I hang up. My curtain that I hang up, it stretches all the way across the entire front of the truck, so that I have the entire inside of the cab of the truck in privacy. That's what I like about that curtain. I have total privacy in here. Anyway, so I take everything off of the bed. Let me just do that real quick. And I just put it in the seat. There we go. And this, there we go. And that's what I do at night. And this gives me plenty of room for me to sleep. I lay my head there, obviously, on the pillow, and it is long enough that my feet do not touch the wall. This is a very comfortable bed. Okay, boys and girls, there you have it. Now the fun part. What did you think about my truck? Have you ever been on the inside of an 18-wheeler, the cab of an 18-wheeler, sleeper unit and everything? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. For those of you who do not live here in St. Cloud, this is an interesting street. I'm on the west side of Dakota, and over there is East Dakota. It's all Dakota. And when we first moved here, See that winding sidewalk down the middle of the boulevard there? That used to be a ditch. So you had a West Dakota, which is not what I'm on, East Dakota over there, and there was this massive ditch, almost as wide as what you're looking at there. Then they filled it in, put a nice walking sidewalk, a winding sidewalk, so that you're not just bored out of your mind walking down a straight line. You got to keep weaving and winding between the trees. West Dakota, East Dakota. And then, in just a moment, hurry up and get up here. Oh, and look, for us old people, they even have a bench where you can stop walking and sit down. Oh, and look, people can gum on the winding sidewalk on their bicycles. Check it out. And then right up here is where East and West Dakota meet. West Dakota has a yield sign, East Dakota has a stop sign. And now, voila, just like magic, it becomes plain, everyday, ordinary Dakota. Ain't that something? Here's a cool old-timey gas pump looking thing, like from back in the 30s and 40s, only it's actually for air. It's not a gas pump. It's a free air machine. Aren't you glad air is free? I wanted to stop and show you this car wash, what I'm going to call an old-timey car wash, even though it is still operational today. This car wash was heavily used back in the day when we first moved here in 1991. Obviously, right now, today, there's no one using the facility. I have washed my car here on numerous occasions back in the day. You pull your car into the bay here. There is a mechanism to scrub your car with over there. Over here, you have the little hose gun squirts out the water and the soap and stuff. Up there is where you pay for it. No drying mechanism. Just wash and rinse. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely seen better days. Actually, as we were pulling in, someone was finishing up and pulling out. So you see, it just recently was used, just within the last 5 or 6 minutes. So it's still in use. And over there, vacuum cleaners to vacuum out your car. Other products for washing your car. That one says glass cleaner in the middle. Blue Sham. We always call them chamois. Glass cleaner 75 cents, and the Blue Sham is 50 cents. And over there, if you need change, go to the other side. Love it. Oh gosh, got any problems? Call 321-624-9068. And let's not forget the carpet wizard. Oh yes. Oh yes. We're definitely going to need the carpet wizard. Central Florida is one of the fastest growing areas in the country as far as population growth and building. And this area that I'm showing you right now is south of St. Cloud. This road is called Kissimmee Park Road. And if you'll notice, on each side of the road, the thickness of the wooded area, the tree lines. All of this that I'm about to show you once looked like that. Now they've cleaned all of these areas off here. And this is part of a building project where they are said to be building 9,000 new single-family homes. 9,000. New homes. And another 700 and some odd townhouses. As far as the eye can see, this is going to be like a whole new city out here. And this is not all of it. There's more when we get up to the corner up here. I'm heading into town. Up ahead, we're going to come to a curve that goes left. And then I'll show you what else is happening around the curve. Again, all that I just showed you used to look like this. It's all gone now. Kissimmee Park Road used to be a straight road that went up and crossed over the turnpike. But all of that has changed now. All the road configurations have been rebuilt, repurposed, renamed. Now, if you go straight here, all the way up to where the road ends, now the road ends up there before you get to the turnpike. This is still called Kissimmee Park Road. But this is the new road here. This is the new road. This is called Crossprairie Parkway. And this building development here is called Crossprairie. And here are the townhomes that are being built. A bunch of them are already built, and many of them are already occupied. Crossprairie, that's not all. When we get up here to this intersection, where they have installed this new traffic signal, this road is going to go straight. The road that's called Crossprairie Parkway is going to turn left. And then turning right is Clay Whaley Road. Ahead of us up there is part of the building project that's going to include a hotel, a medical center, and a shopping center, and other stuff. It's going to be like another downtown St. Cloud. Time and progress marches on. From your comments, I was wondering if you have the collection of vinyl records that Adam had in his home. I personally have not seen the vinyl records. I've heard them alluded to. They're in good, safe, loving hands. What does the middle W stand for in your channel name? Now, some of you may know the answer to that question already, but for those of you who do not know what the W is, I will reveal that to you in a future video. If you already know what the W stands for, don't spoil it for everybody. And if you have an idea, you might want to guess what it is, just put a comment below with your name and your city and state. Zane from Georgia loves catfish. We would love a bobblehead doll, an Adam bobblehead doll. I think I mentioned the possibility of an Adam bobblehead doll way back in a video I did years and years ago when I was spoofing Adam. How about that? Somebody saw that. Hey, we'd like to have a Adam bobblehead doll. Not anytime soon. Several of you have confirmed for me that there are no Cracker Barrels in the UK or in Canada. After seeing the Tampa Bay Rays video where they lost that night that all of us went over to the game, someone wrote and says, it appears that Faith is wearing Adam's jacket. If so, we got a picture with Adam in Disneyland when he was wearing it. My son was wearing the same jacket, except it had Oswald on it. I honestly don't remember the jacket that Faith was wearing. Again, referencing the Tampa Bay Rays game in that video when we went to the stadium, someone wrote and said, I thought the roof blew off the trop. The trop is the short version of saying the Tropicana field. And the answer is yes, the roof did blow off the top, but they put it back on. Someone wrote, I hope you know what you have me doing now when I am driving and see a FedEx truck. I look for the arrow. Well, I hope you found the arrow by now. Time to say, hey, hey. Hey, Rancho Cucamonga, California. That's a hard one to read. Interesting name. Someone wrote and said, I still don't see the arrow. And also, hey to Mrs. Coney from North Disney, England. Hey. Hey to Miss Dern, who writes and says, much love and many regards from Sydney, Australia. And she writes, and we here in the land down under called shrimp prawns. I didn't know that. I used to live a few streets away from where Crocodile Dundee grew up. Paul Hogan. All of my mom's family grew up around the area. Granville, Guilford. Welcome from Australia. Hey to Stephanie in Ponca City, Oklahoma. Hey to Edward from Vermont. Someone wrote, hello, I'm from the beautiful city of Juneau, Alaska. If you guys ever take a cruise up here, I will take you guys all around. Well, if we ever do that, we'll see what happens. So there you go. Cold's trying to catch up on me. Sniffling noses. Taking all kinds of over-the-counter medications to knock that stuff out. And it does kind of knock you out. Getting ready to start the use of the fistula. All that stuff. What a day. But, I got to be with you today. And I want you to know how precious this time is. Thank you very much. That's going to do it for today. I hope you'll join me again in the next video. If the Lord wills, I'll see you then. Goodbye.
Wow.
Great.